2024, and we woke up to a global cyber outage. Now, apparently,
you almost said attack. You almost said attack.
Yeah, I was gonna get to that. People are thinking this is a cyber attack, but this is really just an update that went out and failed. So it affected a lot of people around the globe, not just here in the United States.
So basically, they forced us to switch to Windows 11, and we had an outage. This is what happens. You see?
I don't think that's how it worked.
You see, Microsoft? That's what happens. No,
but yeah, people like Chris cannot see his bank account. Flights have been delayed, and they're not letting anyone fly out of different airports. People at work are not able to enter, and even like media services like the news and stuff like that, broadcasting, they can't do anything. It's just a shutdown. As time has went on, things have been coming back online. But this is pretty major, Chris. People do think that this is just like a conspiracy theory, that this is a test to show people what can happen if there were a cyber attack. This reminds me of Die Hard 4 or Die Hard 3. Die Hard 4 with Justin Long, when there's a cyber attack and Bruce Willis thinks like the White House is being exploded, but it was just all fake images that were put on the media interwebs. Yeah. Do you think this is something that should be concerning, or just, you know what, it was an update, it messed up?
I think it can be concerning, but at the same time, like, everything was still working. Like, I was still able to use my bank card, and now if I couldn't get on my app to see how much money I had, but if I go to the bank, I can still check my stuff. I'm fine.
Okay.
Now the fear is they could do this on a larger scale, right? If they wanted to, if they wanted to shut down the banks where all our money is pretty much there digitally, they probably can. That's the alarming part to me.
Also, I messed up something too. The 911 services were not working as well. That's even a bigger deal. Hospitals were shut down and all that stuff. But continue.
Like, that's scary.
Yeah.
The flight stuff, like, everything was getting the blue screen of death, where like the computers kind of shut down. I've experienced the blue screen of death. It's not a fun experience.
No.
So I can only imagine on this kind of scale where everybody's kind of like panicking, like, oh my God. And then you can't even reach the people that you need to reach because that's not working either.
Yeah.
So I don't know if this was a cyber attack. I'm not going to go that route. But if somebody wanted to do a cyber attack, now we know it's possible and can ruin a lot of people's lives. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and it's not just here. Like I said, it's not here in the United States. It's global. This is a global cyber, I don't want to say attack, but it was just like an IT outage is what they're calling it. Major banks, media, airports, airlines affected by major IT outage. Rail service disturbed in parts of the US and UK. Payment systems impacted in different parts of the world, including Australia and the UK. Australia's government calls for emergency meeting. Also, Microsoft services not working. 911, like I just mentioned earlier. Services in London. Stock exchange disrupted. So there's a lot of things.
That's a lot of people's livelihoods, a lot of people's jobs, like lives. If the hospital gets shut down, that's scary, bro. Like,
yeah, it's from CrowdStrike. That's who was putting out the update, and the CEO says not due to a cyber attack, and that the issue has been identified, isolated, and a fix has been deployed. So
because everything's slowly coming back online now.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't think it was an attack.
I
but
agree.
Like if somebody did want to attack and they can figure out how to hack the system and do something similar, it can get ugly quick.
Definitely.